listening party. Uh, I hope you've all had a great week. Thank you so much. Some of you may know me. It's Sam Prance from the Power of Little Mix podcast. And today we have a very special member of Little Mix with us, the one and only Jade Thirlwall. Hey, Jade.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, good. All good. We've been doing a bunch of interviews today. 17 to be exact.
17. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, hun. So this is a nice
promos.
welcome listening party.
Okay, yeah, we'll be very cash today.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously Get Weird is an iconic album. Just to introduce it with some amazing stats, it went number 2 in the UK and charted for 97 weeks on the UK albums chart, which is unheard of. It went triple platinum, 4 platinum hits, 2 of which are multi-platinum: Black Magic, Love Me Like You, Secret Love Song, and Hair. I mean, just what an iconic moment, Jade. What does Get Weird mean to you?
Get Weird was very much like a sort of curveball album. It was literally a bit of everything again, but probably the most fun album out of all of them. And the album lent itself really well to creating a super fun tour, very colourful. Obviously provided some of our biggest hits like Black Magic. It was a super fun album to create.
Yeah, I think everyone just got that vibe from it, which is why it was such a huge success. And obviously it gave you guys such a good chance on tour to really perform.
Yeah. And it was unapologetically pop. I think the tour was amazing. We've got songs like Lightning on there, which did really well. What else we got on there? FU. Wait, is that Get Weird?
Wait, FU is Glory Days.
Oh my god, I'm screaming.
It's all right, Jade. We're going to go through all the tracks today.
Yeah, thanks, hun. I actually do need a reminder of what's on this album because, it's a bit of a blur to me, to be honest. So let's get into it.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect time to start listening to the album and take a trip down memory lane. So first up is obviously the iconic Black Magic, and Jade and I will be back in a bit. See you in a bit, guys, and make sure to leave comments because we'll read some out during the show. Bangers. So many good comments about Weird People. Lee Serendipity was saying, when I tell you this was my song. KK Music said, I play this song every time I want to dance. Jade's Girly said, Weird People was my anthem. I mean, Jade, what was recording that like? It's so like Prince-esque almost.
It is, isn't it? It's given like very sort of power 80s teen movie vibes.
Completely.
Yeah, I feel like I can't remember that song until now. Like, it's so weird. Recording that was obviously really fun, and I remember being in the booth with Megan Gattoni, who we talked about last week. Did like Salute and Move and stuff. And she kind of vocal produced a lot of this album. And so we recorded Weird People with her. I remember her being at the other side of the vocal booth being like, come on, just get weird, just give me what you've got, let it go, relax, and all this. And that's kind of how, the Get Weird approach was for that song. Actually, it's called Get Weird or Weird People?
It's called Weird People.
Oh my god! Can you tell I've done 17 interviews today? I actually can't remember the title of the song.
The power of Jade Thirlwall doing 17 interviews. You're forgiven.
Oh dear! But yes,
also, obviously, it inspired the title of the album because of the Get Weird lyric. So
yes,
it's easy to muddle up.
Yeah, exactly. But we were and are very weird people, and I don't think we were like the typical girl band. We didn't take ourselves too seriously and very unfiltered in our interviews and all that stuff. So it kind of made sense for that era.
Well, I think that's why why we all love you so much, is because you don't take everything so seriously, and the fact that you can do like really serious ballads like Secret Love Song, but then you can do something just fun like Weird People. It's the range.
It's the range, honey. Absolutely. I remember we had. Oh, sorry, go on.
No.
I was
Go
just
for it,
gonna
Jade.
say,
Hmm.
we had a meeting when they played Black Magic, and we had people in the same meeting. And bless our A&R at the time, Guy Nanya at Psycho, with the songs, had put together their version of like a mini music video to show us how it would work. And Black Magic had the craft as a sort of concept, which we
Hmm.
kind of did. And then we had people they originally wanted as a single, and the video was very like, like films like Mannequin and all those sort of like
Hmm.
80s fun teen movies. That was
Oh
kind of
my
like the
God, that would have
concept for
been
the
cool.
video. Yeah, yeah. It never kind of happened, but um, yeah, it was really cute of them to put that together.
Well, I mean, as you mentioned, obviously Black Magic is what we started with. The comments again for that was so great. Emma Mix was saying the performance on the Brits, everyone adores that. Sita was saying, I heard this on US radio, it's so special to me. We've actually had a lot of comments from people obviously wanting you girls to perform in America again. Will it happen ever?
Oh, hun, you tell me. I'm gagging for it. Honestly.
Like even just like a one-off show in LA or New York, all the mixers in the US would rush to go to that. I mean, obviously COVID has
100%.
had
Look,
stopped a lot of things, but
you don't have to ask me twice. I'll be there. I'll be there, yeah. We did do quite a bit of promo around that though in the US. I remember it was a really fun
hmm.
time, and we did like the Teen Awards where we like recreated the video for Black Magic.
Oh my gosh, that quick change.
Yeah, I remember we were all wearing like magnets to rip the costume off, but we didn't realize
Hmm.
that the pyrotechnics at the same time, well, like the CO2 that went off for the quick change, reacts with the metal, and it was giving us like multiple electric shocks in that moment on stage, and it was live TV. More like as it was getting took off us.
Yeah,
So yeah, that was
actually,
fun.
Beth was saying, because obviously we had to cut bits out of the podcast, but she was saying that for that performance, you girls were literally being electrocuted and still powered through and did it just for the quick change.
Yeah, literally, we're like, no, we've got to do it. It looks good. We'll take one for the team, and we did.
Iconic. And then the third song was Love Me Like You. Jade Prince said the performance of this song on X Factor Australia. Yes. Uh,
Yes.
Plenty of Tears said, ever since I found out about the explicit version, I can't listen the same. I mean, the thing is, the song is pretty explicit even in its metaphors.
The song is
Did
absolute filth. It
Were there
truly
any?
is.
Obviously, we now know the original title, but were there any like standout lyrics you had to change?
I think if I might have made this up, but if I remember rightly, it was LOVE. Love the way you give dick to me. Ah, I
I'm
love
not sure.
it.
So I can imagine what the meeting with Psycho would have been like for that one.
They were like, "So this isn't going to work for radio. Can we can we tweak the lyrics?" Do you know what? We didn't write that one though. That was Camille. That was Camille's dirty mind, not us.
Oh, well, Camille has a dirty mind. I mean, she was even saying, obviously, even Black Magic, like lyrics like "Take a sip of my secret potion," can be
Yeah.
interpreted in many ways.
It can. I think Camille actually got a kick out of that with Little Mix's like writing stuff that's quite dirty and being like, tee hee, here's another Little Mix song, and then secretly knowing that it's absolute fill.
Amazing. Well, also, obviously, Black Magic, Into Love Me Like You, I mean, those songs were so huge. What was, after Salute obviously being a very successful album, but Get Weird just sort of taking things to another level, how was experiencing that in real time?
Yeah, I mean we've spoke about this quite a bit over the years, but there was a lot of pressure going from Salute into Get Weird. Yeah, we definitely felt it, and I think I mean, not to get too much in detail, but I believe like something like contractually, it was 3 albums at that time, and so the third one there was a
Mm.
lot of pressure to do a good job, and we wrote a whole album. And I think we were going in every room, and because we felt the pressure to keep writing hits and create an amazing third album, it was just getting to us, and we were trying to copy too many of that artist songs out at the time. And we'd get in a room, and it'd be like, "Can you write a song like Jason Derulo's Talk Dirty?" And then I remember that floating around quite a bit at the time. And yeah, and that just got to us. And then we played the record back to the label and to us. We were just like, it's not good enough. And then we started to panic. So I thought we were going to get dropped now by the label. There was like rumors floating around. And so, yeah, I remember us sitting in the studio in London together one day and literally just bawling our eyes out because we were like shitting ourselves. And then we went to Perry's house and we regrouped and we're like, what are we going to do about this? And we felt scared as well to tell the label that we kind of wanted to start again because, you know, it's like in a pop band, you have a certain deadline and time frame. And then luckily for us at the time, Sonny Akhtar was the head of Psycho, and he was a big champion of ours, bless him. And he sort of called a meeting and he sat us down, and then he said, actually, we've had a couple of songs come in. And lo and behold, it was Camille with Black Magic, and we had people and literally saved our skin in that moment. Yeah.
I mean, what a relationship, though. And I guess just it was so great for us all as fans getting to see you just relish in that success as well, because you deserved it so much.
Oh God, yeah, and I think we had a hunger more than ever in that moment because we'd had that tough time and we really had a point to prove. And you know, the label were fully on board, and you know, give us a lot of money to go to the US and shoot the videos, and yeah, we went full throttle with that campaign, and it obviously paid off because Black Magic was huge.
Well, and so talking of huge, we're going to go into our next song now, which is Secret Love Song, which again, I mean, it's your biggest ballad, one of the best ballads of the 2010s. We're going to play that now and play the next couple tracks, and then Jade and I will be back. Keep leaving your comments, mixers. Excellent songs. With Secret Love Song, Earth to Talia was saying, thank you for working so hard to be a good LGBTQ plus ally. Jade's Prince said, this song made me come out to my parents. I mean, what is it like still getting messages like that about that song, Jade?
Oh gosh, yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah, this is definitely the start, I would say, of my proper ally journey, probably off the back of the fans sort of, you know, organically, which I think was the best way as well, like authentically taking on this song for themselves as like an LGBTQ plus anthem. I mean, part two obviously more so than the Jason Derulo version, but yeah, it's incredible.
And obviously it's one of your big vocal moments. Far From Tipsy was saying Secret Love Song live on The Search is the best. I mean, that performance, it is just insane. What is it like, I guess, performing that vocally each night when you're on tour?
I mean, I think when we did it on The Search, for me, that was probably our best like live TV vocal performance we've ever done. And yeah, doing it on stage every night is just, yeah, it's amazing. It's that song that, you know, even though sometimes with ballads and stuff on tour, like, you know, it's an opportunity for people to go to the loo or whatever. but with Secret Love Song, everybody stays and listens. And you can see, I always, because I've got like the first bit of the song and then the rest of the song, I'm just sort of stood there twiddling my thumbs. So I use that as an opportunity to scan the audience and see who's, you know, taken to the song so much. And it is really beautiful. Every night I would see something different, whether that was like a gay couple or, you know, or a group of girlfriends like all holding up the pride flag or trans flags. Or I would say, you know, like mother and daughter or, you know, father and son, whatever it was, sort of really connecting with that song. And yeah, it's really beautiful to see.
Is that strange with ballads? Because usually obviously when you're doing an up-tempo number, you'll be doing choreo when the other girls are singing. But like I even remember times, like I think it was at Radio 1, you accidentally came in early and just seeing all the other girls trying not to crack up, but you obviously have to be serious because it's a serious ballad.
Oh God, yeah.
Is it a weird transition after doing, I guess, like full-on bops to have to be completely straight-faced?
Yeah, it is, because you're giving all that energy and then all of a sudden it quietens down, because I do the song and in my ear, so we have like the in-ears and there's quite a long intro, but there's no like cue. It's just like chords, like ding ding. So if the crowd's like specifically loud, or sometimes I'll have a count maybe going 1, 2, 3, and then I know to start. But for sometimes I can't hear that noise, so I just have to like play a guessing game and hope for the best. But yeah, the good news is that if I do get it wrong, I just come back out and start again. But yeah, things like that happen all the time. Yeah.
Have there ever been any that almost were?
Yeah, probably. Since Secret Love Song, well, what else have we got, I suppose, in them 5? I mean, I do feel like Monster and Me could have been a single.
A lovely winter moment.
Yeah, exactly. What else? What was on Glory Days? God, I've suddenly gone blank.
Glory Days had Nobody Like You, FU.
Oh yeah, FU was meant to be a single. We did a video for it and everything.
Wait, a video?
Yeah, a whole video was shot.
What was the video, Jade?
It was us in a like country house manor, each in different rooms, like throwing our boyfriend's shit around the room in slow motion and stuff. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So it just got. I guess you then went into No More Sad Songs, so it just got shelved.
It got scrapped, yeah, for various reasons. But I have been trying to source the videos, like a sort of, when we release the album, like some little exclusive bits of footage and stuff that people haven't seen. So watch this space.
Okay, I mean that video, and obviously everyone still wants the Joan of Arc video.
Oh God, yeah, and I loved that video. Again, that's the one that didn't see light of day. God, it's so annoying. So many
Okay,
clips,
on to songs that did see the light of day with their videos. The comments for Hair was Chloe KG said, one of my fave music videos. Archie05 said, Hair is a heartbreak bop. And Ethan, and there were, and then also going on to Grown, Jess Little Mix was saying should have been a single. Get Weird is full of man-hating bops we won from Mayor Kennedy. And Bimini Bon Beth said 10-year-old me felt like a bad bitch listening to this.
Oh, I love that for them.
Yes. I guess Hair was the fourth single. On Get Weird, were there any other songs that were in consideration to be singles? Obviously, you said Weird People maybe, but were there any other ones you wanted?
I think Grown did float around as a single potential. Like I say, what else was on Get Weird? Those were probably the main ones, I think. I think back then as well, it was a bit easier to dictate because usually you'd bring out a few singles first, wouldn't you? And then you'd end up putting them as that was like the go-to order. I was putting the top three like singles in the first bit half of the album. So yeah, it was kind of clear what the singles were going to be with this one.
I mean, they all slap. Okay, we're now going to go into Leanne's favourite track on the album.
Aww.
This is I Love You, which obviously the mix has got up the charts recently too. So we're going to play that, and then we'll be back in a bit. See you guys in a bit.
Lovely.
Perry was saying masterpiece. Eli Loves LM was picking out the Latin bridge. I mean, who came up with the idea to sing in Latin on that song, Jade?
I think it was a joint decision, that one. We do really love Throwing the Kitchen Sink in, and that song really does that. It is honestly doing the most, that song.
It is, but that's why it went off so much on tour. I told you, Sophie was saying that this album was so theatrical, and that song it's why the Get Weird tour was so iconic, because you had songs like that going into DNA, which is just like a full-on theatrical experience.
Oh yeah. And when we did this, I remember we did a quick change, and there was like a sort of dark, mystical forest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was full West End for this section. Yeah, so extra. I love it though.
Yeah, basically Viva Forever the musical, but Little Mix style.
Exactly.
And obviously first we had I Love You, which we all know is Lee's favourite song. Lots of comments saying we love you, Lee. Goblin Crown was saying the emotional belts in this song. Jassa was saying the song is a vocal beast, fight me. Is there has Lee ever discussed with you particularly why it's her favourite Little Mix song?
I think it just really spoke to her at the time, and Lee does always love the sort of ballad moments. I think she liked that like the beat was quite R&B, but the vocals were still very Little Mix and pop. The concept's obviously really lovely. I can't remember, maybe she was going through a breakup or something at the time, but I just remember that song really resonating with her when we recorded it and did it, and it's sort of stayed with her ever since. And I think she sounds amazing on that song as well, so maybe she really enjoyed recording it too. Yeah,
it's just gorge. And the third track we had was OMG, which again is just a total throw the kitchen sink in pop song. Between us, LMX was saying OMG is such a fun song. Caitlin Jade was saying OMG slaps, so don't make the rules. Lots of people were saying this is for hot people only. It is just an anthem about being hot, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, we love it. You've got to be your own biggest fan. Do you know what I mean? I think this was around the same time that we wrote Pretty Girls.
Yeah, there are a lot of questions about that because they've got a similar
Yes.
vibe.
Yeah, so we did Pretty Girls for ourselves originally, and then we were like, is this a bit much for a girl band to say how pretty they are? Like, maybe not. So yeah, we ended up going to Britney Spears, which was kind of our first cut with another artist actually. So that was really big for us. And I suppose Oh My God is obviously a similar concept, but maybe not as literal. I mean, I say that we do literally say, yeah, how amazing we are on that as well. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, but also it's very like it's tongue in cheek, but also it just hypes you up. Like I don't think if anyone is reading in between the lines incorrectly, I think they don't know Little Mix.
Exactly. Exactly.
Did you find out when Britney was doing Pretty Girls before she released it, or was it very much around the time?
No, we found out before, and I remember because Meg called us. She was like so excited, and I'm a huge Britney fan, so I was like, oh my god, this is like pop royalty! Can't believe we're getting caught on a Britney song, and yeah, it was just really exciting. I remember, I think it leaked or something. We were really scared that they would change their mind because it leaked in the press, but it didn't, and it got released, and people have their own thoughts on that song. But I stand by the fact that I think it's a bop.
Exactly, and Little Mix have a cut on a Britney song. I think that can go on your CV for the rest of your life.
Exactly. Say no more. So, yeah.
Okay, well, going on to even more Get Weird bangers, the next song is Adidas, which is, as we've discussed, absolute filth, but in the best way. So we're going to play Adidas and the next three tracks, and then Jade and I will be back.
Lovely.
Spears Below saying the end makes me so emotional. Mika Ortiz was saying vocals on point. I mean, we all just love an a cappella Little Mix moment.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, honestly, when I hear that back now, I'm like, fucking hell, we're honestly iconic.
Yes. I mean, that's the whole point of these listening parties, to remind everyone and yourself just exactly what you've done.
Honestly, hun, those harmonies and those vocals are really second to none.
And I mean, the fact that you did that 5 years ago and your voices have only gotten even more incredible since, um, it's a joy to behold.
Oh, bless you. I mean, I don't know if I could ever do half of those riffs ever again. That it's so, it's like a million notes in one bloody line. I don't know how I did that. Jesus.
Well, you absolutely killed it. Obviously, we started off on a very different tone with Adidas. Bimini Bombette said 10-year-old me had no clue what this meant, but I still loved it. Lex the Stand said dirty fucking minds, Little Mix. And, I mean, everyone was dying over Leanne's rap, as we always do.
Of course.
How was that to record in the studio?
Oh, I mean, hilarious. That was this. So we did that with Meg and Duval, who we did Move with. And it was, it was quite easy to write actually. But shout out to Drake for literally taking the majority of the publishing for the Hot Love and Emotion line.
Worth it.
Thanks for my 0.01% of that. And yeah, do you know what always used to get me when we perform it on tour? I'd be like on that chair in my later, like grinding on it, and I'd look in the audience and there'd be like a mum with a child covering their eyes, like, this is just.
Well, I don't think I put any fans off because all the mixers came back for the Glory Days tour.
Well, yeah, I mean, half the kids didn't even know what it was about. Do you know what I mean? And that was the whole point. Was, I mean, I do really love that. Is like one of my favorite things to do when I'm writing a filthy song is to make it sound as innocent as possible. We've all learned a lot from Two Become One Spice Girls. Do you know what I mean?
True. I mean, I don't know how innocent Leanne's rap sounds. But...
I know it's just start like "Do Me or Lose Me." Something about everyone wants to
get me to the bedroom. Do your duty.
And then she says at the end something about like everybody wants something of my Brazilian or something. I'm like, wow.
Want a hut on my Brazilian? Yeah.
Love that. Love that for her.
I mean, poetry. We live for it. And again, a bit like Salute, there's a couple of big switches on this album, because we go straight from Adidas into Love Me or Leave
Wow.
Me. Granny Mix said Love Me or Leave Me after Adidas. How did they end up one after another? I mean,
That must have been a joke because even just then, that really threw me. That transition was from, 50
mm-hmm.
Shades to bloody The Notebook real quick.
Well, I love a
Um,
boy right was saying Justice for Love Me or Leave Me. Brittany Mixer said the best bridge ever. Lots of people were talking about your bridge, Jade. You said the way
oh,
Jade sings it with so much emotion brings me to tears every time. I mean,
oh,
it is a classic. And I had a lot of tweets before this party from fans saying, from one fan in particular who couldn't make the party, she's called Ivy and it's her birthday. But she said, can we please ask when we're getting the Love Me or Leave Me live performance because we need it so badly.
oh, Ivy. Well, firstly, happy birthday. Secondly, uh, I did put this in the comments, but we did actually rehearse this and we're meant to perform it on the Get Weird tour. Um, and I think this was too big or something, and somehow Love Me or Leave Me got the cut. But even just listening to it, then I was like, wow, that song is actually incredible. And I remember singing that bridge. I think I was actually crying when I did sing it, and that's probably why it sounds so emotional. On the Love Me, baby, please, I was actually in the booth shedding a tear. I think I might have had a recent breakup, maybe, or was going through on or something like that. Anyways, the
Mm-hmm.
song really resonated with me, and I think that's why it sounds very emotional when I'm belting it out on that bit. But we are very much aware that it's a fan favorite, so watch this space. You never know.
Amazing. Well, also because this year it's the first year you girls have never done a live performance yet, obviously because of the pregnancies. How eager are you to perform with the girls again?
Oh God, yeah, we're dying for it. Yeah, we can't wait. We've definitely got a few things coming up for you guys around the Between Us release. I can't say yet because I'll get in trouble, and I'm not as bad at leaking things as Perry Edwards, so
Mm-hmm.
um I shan't say, but yeah, there'll be a few special performances of various things. Yeah.
And we can't wait. Well, actually, the mixes will have heard at the end of the last podcast. The mummy mix, all the mums are going to be on the podcast on the next episode. And Norma was saying she's just like you, Jaden, that you can both keep a secret, whereas the two Debbies, like Perry, struggle to keep everything in.
Oh my God, yeah. Perry's mum's the worst. She, honestly, that's where Perry gets it from. I'm sure Debbie's leaked stuff in the past as well, bless her, on Twitter or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm pretty sure. I mean, we all love Debbie Lee's mum as well because I think she confirmed the Black Magic title and the Shout Out to My Ex title before they came out. An
oh, Debbie
absolute
Pinnick
icon.
she really does pop off on Twitter, and we love to see it.
Yes. Okay, I think that's the perfect time to go into our last sort of segment now, which is the bonus tracks, which starts off with I Won't. So Jane and I will be back for one last chat after that, but this is I Won't, guys. Vocal moment. Thank you. Like, honestly, Jade. I saw your comment saying the beginning at the end, genius. Like, literally perfect track listing.
It really was. Yeah, I love those songs, all of them. I think Clued Up was beautiful. Obviously, working with Jessie J was a dream for us after she,
Mm-hmm.
played a part in our journey and putting us through judges' houses and X Factor. So that was great. What else have we just listened to? I Won't. We did with Jessica
Yeah.
Lynn and Jin Jin. That was, yeah, a really beautiful song. And we performed that on tour, which I love how sometimes we do put in like a deluxe song on the tour because they need a moment too.
Yes.
What was the other one?
It was Secret Love Song Part 2.
Oh shit,
So,
yeah. The fave, of course.
yeah.
We've
And
already
a
we've
lot
already
more.
spoken about
Yeah,
that, but
already talked about it. But
yeah,
really
such a
sweet
moment.
comments again.
Um
And just sort of outside of Get Weird, I just had other questions come in from the mixes. There was one of the mixers called Sammy just said, obviously before Get Weird, you did Dreaming Together with Flower.
oh my
How did
god.
that song come about?
I forgot about that one. Yeah, well, the Japanese label got in touch and said, would we like to do a collaboration with Flower? And we were like, absolutely yes, because We loved Japan. We loved their culture. We loved the bands there. We'd already kind of learned a teeny tiny bit of Japanese. So yeah, that's kind of how it came about. And then we obviously shot it separately and got put together in the video edit. Yeah, no, it was really fun actually. We've done that a few times in different territories, like done a song just for that territory, and it always works well. And I think it's important to show those places that, you know, we respect them and love them enough to give them their own bits of content.
Exactly. You did a song in France with Tao as well. You guys always are doing your little international moments. We love it.
Oh yeah, we love to hear it and we love to see it.
And I guess just the final question for the fan again, like so many people are saying, leak the scrapped album, please. I guess you said some of the songs were like talk dirty vibe, but was the sound more like Salute, or was it more like Get Weird, or was it something completely different?
No, it was a bit Get Weirdy. There was a song we did, some sort of magic song actually. And then I think it was called Abracadabra or something. And then there was another song where we sampled These Boots Are Made for Walking, which we did with Camille, which I actually really liked. Some of the songs I do wonder if we just felt tarnished by the whole experience, and so like, you know, sort of prematurely got rid of some of them that actually could have made the album. I'll try and dig those out actually for this anniversary and see if I can leak any.
All the exclusives. Well, I'm being told, Jay, that you need to go to another
Oh yeah, I've got another
interview.
interview.
But thank you so much for taking the time to do this again. Like the mixers all really appreciate it, and we've all appreciated you really taking the thought whilst the girls have been on maternity leave. In terms of doing all the promo and everything, you're an absolute star.
Of course. These are so fun. So hopefully I've got time to do this next week. And yeah, love you all. Thanks for your support. I've got to go and do an interview now. So see ya.
See you, Jade, and everyone. If you've not got Jade's Beauty Bay palette, check it out. I don't know if it's sold out, but yes.
Thanks for the plug, hun. Appreciate you.
Always.
All
And
right.
obviously we've got Perry with Desora and Leanne's Boxing Day film coming out, so lots of treats for the mixers coming up.
Oh yeah, you're going to be well fed. Don't you worry. Right, I've got to go. Bye.
Bye, Jade.